Hello, hope you're doing excellent. As you've probably already read in the title, this video is going to be a little bit different. I know we've all gone down the road of getting a Blackriver ramp or an obstacle and just sticker bombing or doing whatever to it. Years go by and you're like, I wish it was clean again or like new again. Or maybe you've bought a used obstacle and there's residue on it and or stickers that you just don't want. So I went ahead and got these two ramps. These are a bit of an older generation Blackriver ramp, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of show, the regular wear of a Blackriver ramp, and hopefully being able to bring it back to life. So the reason why I wanted to do this video was because I've done it with a ramp before. Specifically this one, I got it from a friend. There was just stickers on it as well as some wood discoloration. I've also done it with the Blackriver stair set. It was from a friend and then he lent it to another friend. His friend gave it back to him, kind of messed up, and then I borrowed the ramp and then I cleaned it up, took off all the stickers. So now we're here trying to see if we can salvage these ramps. One of them, the stickers were taken off before it was delivered to me, which is really nice, but it did leave residue here. Overall, it just has a discoloration, just aging wood, which isn't bad at all. And then we have this guy covered in stickers still, which is fine and usable, but for my preference, I want to not have them. Here, discoloration, but the hardest challenge will be this part right here. I'm not sure if I want to keep it. I feel like I should, just for the culture. It's kind of cool to see that this ramp is more than 10 years old. Amazing. But yeah, let's go over the materials you will probably want to have in order to do this somewhat in the right way. First, we have nail polish remover and cotton balls. A blow dryer of some sort. It doesn't have to be like this. Any blow dryer works. I just happen to have this one. Sandpaper. I recommend getting 3 types. One for getting layers off essentially, one for kind of smoothing things out, and then the final one to just really get it super smooth and get rid of like any lines that may have happened. The way it would work is that you want to start with a low one, below 100 grit at least. You want to get below 200 to kind of smooth out that last rough one, and then anything above 200. You can even go 300 honestly to really smooth it out, but this is good enough for me. You also want one of these or a brush just to kind of blow off any sand, extra sand dust. I'll just use this. A brush works just as well. And of course, to kind of seal things off, again, you don't have to do this, but I use a matte clear coat, just like 1 or 2. All right, now that we have everything set aside and ready to go, the first thing you want to do is remove the stickers. Now, you could simply just peel them off, but to make it easier, this is where that blow dryer comes in. So essentially you want to just apply heat and eventually it'll come off easier. And also if you want to save your Blackriver decals, you can almost see the discoloration from when the sticker was applied to what it is now. I also just realized that halfway through blow drying, I don't plan on keeping any of these stickers. So if you don't plan on keeping the stickers, don't really mind using the blow dryer. They're just gonna go in the trash anyways. Okay, this part is where I get a little bit nervous. So just in case this totally fails, I'm going to just do this sticker first to see if the blow dryer actually does help with making sure it removes. All right, moment of truth. Take it real slow. Ooh, hot. Okay, so again, you can use the blow dryer to get rid of, unwanted stickers, but unfortunately, these stickers are a bit older and the heat, even though applying does help remove it, it does stretch out the sticker. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do it without the blow dryer. So removing the stickers is a bit of a bust. Blackriver, if you're watching this, please, if you can sell decals for ramps, that would be amazing. But if not, it's okay. Anyways, let's move forward. So now that we got all the stickers off, most of the stickers off, on both ramps, there is a bit of residue, which is quite annoying. This one's extra sticky. What you could do, honestly, is jump right in sanding in it, but I think for me, it's a little bit easier to just remove it with the nail polish remover. So this is the before of how sticky it is. Same thing with this guy. This one has enough dust on it already, but as you can see versus, or this side, this is. So all you gotta do is just get a little bit of this, right? And just wipe away the residue. And don't be afraid, I know the wood does look a little bit wet, but rubbing alcohol and nail polish remover, that'll dry up real quick. And try not to get too close to the sticker itself, because it could remove the ink. It can make it look white, so just be careful. Alright, same with this guy. Gunk and stickiness. Alright, so for the most part, all the stickers have been removed and are cleaned up. And keep in mind, as you do use the nail polish remover, there are going to be fumes, so be careful not to inhale those. So kind of funny, I'm doing this in real time, showing you guys how to, you know, restore these old ramps. Yeah, some things have not gone the way, like for example, we're going to keep the stickers on because they were stretching. But up next, it's time to sand. Now this part will take some time and you have to be patient, but a good way to get sanding down properly is to use a pencil. Now this thing, what it will do essentially, let's say for example you're sanding and you're not sure like how much of the area that you've been able to sand, you can kind of like use a pencil to do like a light coat. And if you're removing the pencil markings, then that means you've gotten to that layer. And if you still see pencil markings, you haven't gotten to that layer. So yeah, so that way you guys can kind of see a little bit. So as I sand, I'll know how much I've gotten to, etc. But the main goal is to get this color to match this color. I kind of already started on this one. You can kind of see a little bit. The color is very distinctly different. So that's the goal, all right? I would recommend doing this outside, not inside like me, but for the sake of the video, I will start the process just so you can kind of see how it goes. I'll start with this corner just so you can kind of see. So I'm starting off with the 60 grit, the one below 100, okay? So as you can see, with a little bit of progress on that grit, eventually the color will match. And then you'll go ahead and take your 150 or you know the below 200, and this part will kind of smooth out those grain lines. Yeah, and like it's almost as if that alone would do, and then you'd get your 220. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that the whole pass through, and then come back to see how it has looked. So this would be the before, and this would be the after. The color is very different. Now this is only done up to the 150 grit, so I just have to smooth it out. And I didn't go all the way in to completely remove it, but I think it looks a lot better. Yeah, the color difference is pretty insane. I think the wood looks a lot better than it did before, and all that sticky residue-ness is gone. Nothing is sticking anymore. Also, if you look really closely, I didn't get like really close to the sticker. I mean, some of it kind of got onto the sticker, like the sanding. So I did start this project pretty late in the day. I will continue to do this whole entire ramp, the same process. So 60, the 150, and then the 220, and hopefully it'll be back way better. But for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out, and I will be back.
One day later.
All right, so it's day 2 of trying to restore these ramps. I just wanted to update you guys. I did kind of get into it last night. with the ramp. So this is the condition right now. So as you can see, the color is just a lot better than it was before. I haven't done this ramp at all yet, so you can kind of see the major differences even at the ledges. One note I do want to make though is that if you want, you can actually put painter's tape on the decal if you don't want to sand it or whatever. I still have to sand this side. I'm actually going to bring you guys with me with the process of getting these sanded. Like I said, you should be outside when you do these. It's a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and tackle this side real quick, starting with the 60 grit first, just to really get that layer off, especially this sticker residue right here. Already you can kind of see the process and how it's working. I just gotta sand down here a little bit more in this area, but I'm gonna pretty much finish sanding this off and then revisit when I start sanding the J-ramp. Alright, so for me this is pretty good already. I think it matches the previous panels that I've already sanded, and I can barely tell that there was a tan mark here. So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth it out first with the 150 and then finish it with the 220. Alright, I'd say this is pretty much done for the most part. The side looks great and of course matches the rest of the ramp. Alright, up next is this guy. And just like the other ramp, we are not actually taping it off. You can if you want. Again, you can tape off the coping, the railing, everything, and the stickers if you'd like, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just be careful. Alright, so as you can already see, the colors are blending with, you know, the original color. So I'm just gonna go through this panel and then I'll show you the result. Okay, and there you have it, a sanded down J-ramp. This thing looks killer. I'm really happy with how it came out. Again, I just used those 3 different grit sandpapers, and I tried my best to match the color of how the box 5 came out. I couldn't get it exactly the same, but I'm very happy with how these came out. So after I have dusted as much as I could, we're going to now use this matte clear spray paint. I know there's a lot of ways to seal wood, and there's probably better ways to seal the wood, but for me, I don't really care to seal it, but for the video, I'm going to use the spray paint. Most likely, I'm probably only going to use, I don't know, maybe 1, maybe 2 layers, and it's pretty windy today, so it should dry pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let those dry, and yeah, in the meantime, I did get a package. So, as you guys seen, I got this guy in the mail, the Blackriver rooftop, as well as this guy, and I am super stoked. And also this brick ledge, it's originally part of this guy, but I guess he didn't have the back part and he just threw this in with this purchase. It's kind of funny because you guys can probably see that it's used up, so I'll probably go ahead and clean this up as well while I'm at it. What I also kind of noticed is with this kicker, the pocket kicker, it lines up perfectly. So if I don't want to ollie, I can just ride up, kick flip or heel flip, grind something. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out how the drying has gone.
Later that night,
Alright, so I let some time pass to let the obstacles, fully dry. First off, we will show the result of the J ramp. Here it is in all of its glory, and I think it looks super killer. I mean, what do you guys think, right? Some details. So this happened across the board with pretty much all the decals, but I did scratch it a little bit through the sanding. I think it's fine. It got pretty bad right here. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think for how it was before and how it is now, I think it's much, much better. And of course we have the box 5. Now this guy was pretty gnarly, right, with all the stickers, but look at that. I mean, you can still see a little bit of remnants of the sticker, but overall I think it's much, much, much better than it was before. And of course I kept the signature because why not? For the culture. And of course, like I showed earlier, I did get this cool ledge and I did clean it up a little bit. And I wasn't planning to, but I also tried sanding a little bit of this guy. I had a couple scuffs on the top, but nothing too crazy. Plus the wood didn't really yellow as much. Overall, I think when it comes to restoring Blackriver ramps, you don't really have to. It's not a necessary thing to do, but it is a fun experience. It's just giving, the things that bring you joy a little bit of tender love and care. There are fingerboarders out there who would want things skated and look skated, and that's totally fine too. But this video is specifically for those who want to make things feel new again or make things feel new. I know I did this project over a span of like 2 days, but if you're really locked in, had all of the materials you need for the restoring, honestly with one obstacle it should honestly take less than an hour. It took me a little bit longer because I really was trying to get all the details, everything, plus I had 3.5 ramps to work with. I hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two. I'm hoping my knowledge or lack of knowledge has helped you maybe get an idea of what you could do to make these obstacles nice again. And honestly, this works with anything that's wood. It doesn't have to be, Blackriver per se. I don't really know what else to share other than if you like these how-to videos, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching. And please leave a like and or a comment or sub if you haven't subbed yet. I will be making more content on the way. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Peace.